Hello there, welcome to Nana's Classic Stitches channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this in the globe. Welcome to Nana's channel again. If you are new, thank you for clicking. And I thank all my subscribers and returnees. Thank you so much. Now, today I won't take you to the machine because this is straightforward. Okay, so we're gonna start sewing our pant. The pant comes with a side pocket, but I'm going to walk you through sewing it without the pocket first, and then we'll cut it again, and then we put the pocket in. Okay, so I've already stitched one front, one back in the side seam, serge it, and then I press it open. Okay, for you not to get mixed up with the front and the back, put a mark at the back pieces, because you have to join in the inseam, one front, one back. So this way you don't get them all mixed up by stitching two backs and two front. No. And also always, it depends on what fabric we're using. You can stitch the seam close and iron it towards one side, or you can press it open. Okay, but as I said, I've serged it. I'm gonna stitch the inseam to the other piece and stitch the side seam, and then I'll be back. Okay, so hold on. Hello there, I'm back. Okay, I stitched the crotch. Okay, and that's the back. Always remember, when you're joining the front and the back crotch is always longer than the front, just in case you make a mistake. Okay, so then you'll be aware. Now, I've joined the side seam. Just iron the seam open, and then I iron the hemline. So I'm gonna sew it, and I've also I should say press the waistband. Okay, because it's all one piece. And this is from medium, large, and extra large. And I did the extra large, so it's between 9 and 10 years old. The waist, before you cut the elastic, remember to take the waist measurement and then reduce it. It depends on how big the tummy is and how comfortable the child is or will feel. Cut, don't cut. After you cut, reduce the elastic between 2 to 5, no more than 5, and also depend on the age. Okay, now I'm gonna hem the legs, and the elastic for the waist, I join my both ends. Okay, and I'm gonna put it over across and stitch it. I won't stitch the elastic, but I'll stitch the edge of the waistband. Okay, so, and also you can also do it in such a way that you stitch the waist first and leave about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, put the elastic in and stitch the end. And these are different ways of stitching the ends. Okay, when you overlap. And there's another way, and this another way too. This and this, you see, don't get it mixed up. this has, you can stitch it all around, but this one just the two ends. And this again, you can stitch it all around. And when you overlap, you can stitch one end up and down a couple of times, flip it, and then stitch this end too. Okay, up and down, over and over. This is when, where's my big elastic? This is when you overlap. After you overlap the elastic. Okay? I hope I'm clear to you guys. So again, I'm gonna hem the legs, put elastic in, and I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. Again, I joined the crotch, and from notch to notch, I stitched the crotch again to just reinforce it. Okay, I did the side seam and I press it open, serge it, press it open. I did the same to the hem, serge it, press it, and finished it. And this is the waist. I put the elastic in. As I said, depending on the child. So that one you have to figure it out. How comfortable the child will like the pant to fit. And then you overlap again. I've showed you different way of finishing it. Overlap. And you stitch at the edge, the back at the edge, and then a different ways of finishing the elastic after you overlap. Okay, when you after you put it in the elastic, okay, as I said again, you can stitch it and leave about 2 inches so you can slot the elastic through it, and then you stitch the ends different ways that I showed you. Or you close the whole thing. You close the elastic ends, and then you slot it in and you stitch it. Okay, so then you have it this way. I'm all over the place, so I hope you get it. Okay, then you have it over, and you fold your waistband over the elastic and you stitch the ends. That's what I did. That's what I did. Okay, I'm showing you the 2 inches width elastic, so to be easier for you to see what I'm teaching. Okay, now let me turn the right side out. So here we are. This one, there's no pleat anywhere. Okay, no pleat in the front or the back. Okay, and next week we'll cut the same pattern, maybe a different size, but then we'll put the pocket in. This one I did it without a pocket, so you see different ways of finishing it. This is the side pocket. That one I'll take you to the machine. And something else I was gonna tell you. Okay, all my pants I usually stitch it from the leg all the way up to the waist, or all the way to the inseam, from the hem all the way to the crotch, so that just in case one is just slightly longer than the other, I can trim it off from the crotch and I can trim it off from the waist. Okay, so I don't stitch it from the waist down. I always stitch it from the hem line all the way up to the waist, and from the hem line all the way to the crotch. Okay, so hold on, this is the end of the video. So let me bring this up so you can see my face. There we go. I hope you got it. I realized I was all over the place, so I hope you got everything that I said about this pant. Okay, so this one is all done. It's all army fabric. It's all done. So this is the end of the video again. Thank you for watching. Happy sewing, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye for now. Thank you.